segue to how the program in procurement, the Esprit program that we've developed, will play to a little bit of the history that I have had as a procurement professional, and it's something that is planned. And what we've done with this Esprit rotational program is to ensure that experienced leaders like yourself, who may or may not have procurement experience in your career so far, are exposed to at least 3 of our core of the core roles in procurement. A part of the rotational program would include category management responsibilities, roles like the roles in my team, where we are dedicated to driving expertise in buying a certain type of services or goods. The next rotation or another rotation will be within the strategy and analytics team, the team that is driving all of these insights from how do we spend the money internally, what are other organizations doing, and bringing insights to the category management team, running e-sourcing events. And procurement is not going to escape what's happening in most of the functions where some of our tasks are being automated. E-sourcing is a great tool to drive significant competition in the marketplace, and this is what this team is going to be leading. And another rotation will be in-market procurement. It will be the opportunity to go into one of our local operating companies around the world and see and act first front line with the general manager on how to manage those external resources and help either beat the competition in the consumer space or get our messages across in a better place to our ACPs, medical offices or hospitals. So you have in a rotational program 3 key elements of a successful procurement career. The capability program in procurement is quite wide, as you hopefully can have picked up from the past couple of slides. There is a technical element on what we do. So to buy an R&D lab clinical trial service, you will have to develop expertise in the industry and become as close as you can to that, what our stakeholders do for a living, which is very highly clinical work in most of the cases. But there's also a business element to this. It's a relationship management role. It's a role where it's not all going to be scientific, or there's not going to be a booklet on how to manage a difficult situation with a supplier. Influencing and communication is going to be a key part, as any business role these days will have. And it's really going to force you to stress your end-to-end business thinking. What is the strategic mindset that you will have will allow you to connect disconnected dots around the organization? And because this is where most of the value comes from, just connecting a very siloed organization that GSK and most of the companies are nowadays. But it's also going to bring a lot of leadership opportunities to develop leadership capabilities. Driving without the push is a very difficult thing to do. Driving a decision without the empowerment of the decision accountability is a skill that I think everyone will need in any business role in the current and in the future. Working across boundaries, developing our teams so that we can become that co-pilot or trusted advisor that as a function we want to become, especially in a function that, as I said, is in some organizations is at a nascent phase. So what I wanted to do with this past couple of slides is give you a little bit of a taste of what the function stands